Hello again everybody, and welcome to episode 5 of Excel Help. Today in the video we're going to talk about conditional formatting. You might have seen this or come across it before on some spreadsheets and maybe wondered why when you enter data in a cell it changes colour. But actually this is a really valuable way of managing our information, because as an animal, essentially as human beings, we are looking for things that attract us to a piece of information, and colour is one of the key ways in which we can do that. So let's take a look and see how we can use conditional formats to enhance our data. So in the example today we're using a ready-made template of random data from Excel in one of the templates. It contains columns, say projects, categories, dates and so on. And as you can see, the table is fairly blank in terms of its colour, so it draws you in with the header, but there's not really much else in here which is drawing your eye in to look at it, so immediately it's kind of just a raw data set, if you like. But with this table like this, you might want to segregate information by date and just at a glance know which ones are important to look at, especially important with larger data sets. So I'm going to do that with the date column in here. So if we select all of those in this range and then we hit conditional format up at the top, we can see if we select highlighted cell rules, it gives us the option to select a greater than formatting, a less than, between, equal to and so on. In the example here we're going to use between, so that's quite a common one that you might like to use. So if we hit that, we now get this box here, and that tells us that we need to select the two date ranges in this case which we want the conditional format to be applied to. So in this one I'm going to use 01/01 2017, and I'm going to use 31/01/03 2017. And with this as well you can choose different colour formats. If you need a custom one, I'll show you how to do that a little bit later on. So for now we'll just hit light red text with dark red fill, hit OK, and as you can see we now have something which is a little more intuitive to the user. So these ones which are highlighted here are actually displaying Q1 information, and at a glance we could just see, without having to filter out and make selections, which ones are important to us in that context. So if I want to make these conditional formats more customized, we can just again select them. We go back to conditional formatting and go to the bottom, which is manage rules. If we open that, we can see there's a number of conditional formats in this table already, and the one we just created is actually at the top. So cell value between those two dates, and it's this. If we want to edit that, we just select and hit edit rule, and now we're open into a huge or larger array of information to select from. So if we hit format in this one, it gives you a preview. And in this new dialog box you can select everything from the font size, style, borders. You can change borders of cells in this, you can change the number type and the fill patterns, anything you like. So you can really customize to a high level of detail what you'd like to see the data in its format. Once you've done all the amendments, you just hit apply and close. So there we are, that was conditional formatting. I hope you found that video interesting. As with most of these topics in Excel, we've only scratched the surface on this particular topic today. You can do a lot more with conditional formats, using formulae for example, and hopefully we'll cover those in future videos. So please keep your comments coming in, and as ever, if you want to keep getting smarter with me, then please keep watching.